Hello, friends. A very good afternoon to all of you, and a warm welcome on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I'm Gourav Gupta, and I welcome all of you in this series of sessions where we are helping out all the students who are preparing for CAT 2023 with different sessions so that their preparation keep on going smooth and they have different questions to practice as far as these topics are concerned. So friends, welcome back once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I hope I am clearly visible and audible to all of you. Can you all please quickly confirm if I am clearly audible and visible? All right, I can see already some of the students joining in. So can you all please quickly confirm if I'm clearly audible and visible so that we can start on this session, which is basically meant for the students who are preparing for CAT 2023. Not only CAT, but other entrance examinations, other management entrance examinations as well. So if you are preparing for these examinations, then these sessions will prove to be very handy, very helpful for all of you. At this point in time, you might require some questions for practice. So we are creating these questions ourselves, and like after practicing these questions, probably you will start feeling more confident. And in these sessions, I may be telling you some of the better ways of solving some particular questions. All right. So, friends, hello, all of you. Good afternoon, Angela. Good afternoon. How are you? Okay, so we can begin with the session. So in this session, we'll be talking about some of the questions which are based on different topics of algebra, different chapters of algebra. Okay, I've created these questions myself. My team has created these questions. So these are not the questions from the previous year papers of CAT or previous year papers of any of the entrance examinations. So all these questions are original and through these questions, you might learn some new concepts in today's session. All right. Now, we will be taking on the questions one by one. All these questions will be based on algebra. Some of the questions might be slightly on a higher level of difficulty because we are preparing for CAT examination and the level of difficulty in CAT examination is average or above average. Okay. So we'll be solving these questions one by one. I'll be giving you around 45 seconds to 1 minute to solve each and every question once I have displayed that question. My expectation will be all of you who are currently in this session, my expectation will be you all will give your 100% to solve these questions and whatever answer you will get, without any hesitation, you'll be posting your answer in the chat box. And then after a minute, we'll have a discussion on each of these questions. Okay. So let's begin with this session. The first question will appear on your screen in a few moments. All of you must be ready with your pen and a sheet of paper. One or two sheets of paper will be enough to do the rough work for whatever questions we are discussing in today's session. Okay. So let's begin. The first question on your screen now. Now, to start with an easy question, which is based on linear equations in three variables. So quickly make three equations in these three variables, solve these equations and get me the answer. All of you, quickly. So question says that the number of crayons with Akshay is equal to half the number of crayons with Varun and Charan have together. The number of crayons with Varun is 10 less than the number of crayons with Akshay and Charan together. Then the third equation will be the number of crayons with Chetan is one third the number of crayons with the other two have together. Find the number of crayons in total. You just have to make three equations and solve them. Also, the equations that you will make, they will be very easy to solve. Yeah, another 30 seconds, and then I'll start making these equations. Meanwhile, those students who have made the equations, they may solve these equations and get me the total number of crayons with these three people. Okay, so let me start making these equations. So first equation, the number of crayons with Akshay is equal to half the number of crayons with the other two. So Akshay ke paas unke half hain, so I can say that the equation will be twice of Akshay will be equal to B plus C. So 2A is equal to B plus C. Or from here, okay, I'll simplify these equations on the right hand side. So here, so it will become twice of A minus B minus C is equal to 0. This is the first equation. The second equation, number of crayons with Barun is 10 less than the number of crayons with the other two. So it will be B is equal to A plus C minus 10. Okay, the equation that I'll get will be A minus B plus C is equal to 10. Okay, now the third equation, the number of crayons with Charan is 1/3. So thrice the number of crayons with Charan will be equal to B plus A. Okay, with the other two. So the equation will be A plus B minus 3C is equal to 0. I hope you all have made these three equations. Can you please confirm if you have made these three equations? You may write yes in the chat box if your equations are same. Okay. Now this is equation number 1, equation number 2, and equation number 3. So I have three equations. So I can combine first and third equation first of all. So first and third equation को combine किया अगर मैंने, so I can add these two equations, adding first and third equation. So variable b will be eliminated. So it will give me 3a minus 4c is equal to 0. Okay, right? ठीक है, चले आगे. Now solving second and third equation. So I'll add second and third equation. Now I'll get twice of a minus, so 2a minus 2c is equal to 10. 2a minus 2c is equal to 10. So I can say a minus c is equal to 5. Now I have the ratio of a and c, and I have the difference of a and c, using which I can find out the values of a and c. Okay, all right. So these are so let's calculate the values of a and c. So simplify ही कर लेते हैं. So first equation को as it is रखो, and multiply this equation by 4. So 4a minus 4c is equal to 20. Now I can subtract these two equations, so I get the value of a as 20. Okay, the value of a is 20, from which you can find out the value of c. So value of c will be 15, and then the value of b can be calculated. So value of b के लिए you can substitute the value of a and c in any of these equations, and you will get the value of b. So value of b will be thrice of c, that is 45 minus 20, which is 25. So these are the values of A, B, and C, and from here you can find out the total number of crayons with these three people. So number of crayons with these three people will be the sum of these three numbers, and that will come out to be 60. So option B, that is 60, is the correct answer. Now, surprising to see that nobody has given any answer to such an easy question. Never mind. I want all of you to be still trying to find out the answers of these questions. Okay. So the correct answer here is option B. Let's move on and look at the next question. Okay. Question number 2 on your screen now. I understand that algebra is quite a difficult topic. Okay. No problem. This is the second question. How many pairs of a greater than 0 and b less than 0 are possible for this equation where a and b are integers? So basically a is given as a positive integer and b is given as a negative integer, and such that a and b should satisfy 2 upon a plus 5 upon b equals 1 upon 7. So you'll have to find out the number of pairs for a and b. Now, this is slightly difficult question. Probably some of you might not know the way of solving such questions. Okay, so I'll give you a general method of solving this type of questions. Okay, now first of all, you'll have to take LCM on the left hand side. Okay, do cross multiplication and take all the variables and the constants on one side. After that, you will have to factorize this equation. Okay. Now I'll give you a shortcut way of factorizing this type of equations. Let's have a look at it. So let's say the equation is of the type K1 upon A plus K2 upon B is equal to 1 upon K3. Be careful. Okay. So you can make a note of it. Now, in one single step, if you remember this, you will be able to factorize this. Okay, so the factorized form of this equation will be A minus K1 K3 multiplied by B minus K2 K3, and that will be equal to K1 into K2 into K3 square. Okay, it's square of K3. All right. So make a note of it, and you can save at least 1.5 minute if you will remember this factorized form of this given equation. Okay. So in general, if the equation is like this, then its factorized form will be given on the right hand side. Now for the given equation that is there in front of us in the question, if I factorize it, so it will become A minus 14 multiplied by B minus 35 is equal to 49 into 10, that is 490. Okay. Now we have to find out the values of A and B such that A is a positive integer and B is a negative integer. Okay. Now, if B is negative integer in the second bracket, if B is negative, then the entire value of this second bracket will be negative. B is already negative. Subtracting 35 from B will result in the negative number inside the second bracket. Okay. Now, since the product of these two brackets is a positive number, then I can say that the value of the first bracket, the entire value of the first bracket should also be negative. So I have to select the values of A such that A minus 14 is negative. That means A should be less than 14. Okay, A should be less than 14. A should be a positive number that should be less than 14. All right, this is one thing that I have got from here. Now, the product of these two brackets should be 490. Okay, so product of two numbers should be 490 such that the first number, the first bracket should be a negative value and the value of A has to be less than 14. Okay, so if I'll put the first bracket as, let's say, -1 and second bracket as minus 490, the product of these two will be 490. Okay, and from here I get the positive value of A. Okay, if the entire bracket, if A minus 14 is -1, the value of A will be 13. Okay, fine, the value of A will be 13. Got it? So A minus 14 can be -1, correspondingly B minus 35 will be minus 490, and this will give me one solution. Okay, so first of all, I'm writing the values of these entire brackets. Using that, you will be able to find out the values of A and B. Okay. Similarly, I can write it as -2 into minus 245. Okay. Then 3 will not be the factor, 4 will not be the factor, 5 will be the factor. So -5 multiplied by -98. Then -7 multiplied by -70. Then -10 multiplied by -49. All right. The next factor will be 14. Now, if I put this entire bracket as -14, the value of A comes out to be 0. But it is given that the value of A should be greater than 0. So I'll have to stop here. And these will be the 5 pairs that will satisfy this given equation. Okay, these are not the values of A and B. Once again, these are the values of the brackets A minus 14 and B minus 35. Using these, we can find out the values of A and B. Okay, so these will be the 5 possible pairs of the values of A and B. So the correct answer will be option B, that is 5. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next question, question number 3. Now, question number 3 is not that difficult question if you understand modulus inequalities. If you understand modulus inequalities, it will be very simple question for all of you. I'll give you a minute and then I'll start with the discussion of this question. You'll have to find out the number of integral values of x. It can be positive, it can be negative, it can be 0. Okay. The value of x can be any positive, negative, or non-negative integer. Okay. Fine. But it should satisfy the given modulus inequality. Now we can say that if we are given modulus of a is less than 10, then I can write it as a is less than 10 and a is greater than minus 10. Okay. So first of all, I'll use the first case where this x square plus 3x plus 6, x square plus 3x plus 6 is less than 10. Okay. Now simplifying this, I get x square plus 3x, I'm sorry, x square plus 3x minus 4 is less than 0. Now I can factorize the left hand side and it will give me x plus 4 into x minus 1 is less than 0. So we can say that the value of x will be less than 1 and will be greater than minus 4. The value of x will be between minus 4 and plus 1. Now from here, the integral values of x that I'll get will be minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. So these are the four integers which are lying strictly between minus 4 and plus 1. Okay, so this is the first part. Now let's look at the second case where x square plus 3x plus 6 will be greater than minus 10. So from here, x square plus 3x plus 16 is greater than 0. Now, looking at the left hand side, looking at the quadratic expression on the left hand side, I can see that the value of discriminant is less than 0 and hence it cannot be factorized. It will not have any real roots. Okay, so from here I will not get any real solution and hence there will only be the four integral values of x that will satisfy the given equation. The correct answer will be 4. Now, also after solving the first case with the given options, I could have marked option A directly because I've already got 4 solutions and 4 is the maximum number that is given in the options. Okay, so with these options, you could have directly marked option A after solving the first case. Okay, चलिए next question पे चलते हैं. The answer for this question was option A. Let's move on to question number 4. Now, question number 4 is not a difficult one. Okay, you must have solved these type of questions definitely if you have practiced algebra. Just quickly make two equations, assume the number of marbles and the number of students, okay, and then you can make the equations. Two equations, solve them and get the answer. Now there are some students and every student will get some marbles. Okay. So let's say the number of students, I'm assuming as S, and every student will get n number of marbles. Alright, such that the product of these two, S multiplied by n, is given as 120. Okay, so this is the first equation. Next, as 6 students were absent, so number of students is S minus 6, he could distribute one extra marble to everyone. So every student will get one marble extra, and still the total number of marbles is 120. Okay, now I can equate these two, and I can say that S into N is equal to Sn minus 6n plus S minus 6. Okay, Sn and Sn will get cancelled. So I'll get S minus 6n is equal to 6. S minus 6n is equal to 6. This is one equation I have got, such that the product of S and N is 120. Okay. Now, at this moment, you can use options. Options use कर सकते हैं. The question is asking you to find out the number of students. So basically in the options, the value of S is given. So if S is 24, the value of N will be equal to 5 because the product of these two should be 120. If S is 28, now S cannot be 28 because 28 will not completely divide 120. 120 is not divisible by 28. So option B cannot be the answer. Option C is 30. So if S is 30, the number of marbles will be equal to 4. And on the similar lines, using which we have eliminated option B, I can also eliminate this because 120 is not divisible by 32. Okay, so we are left with only two options. Now you can check these options for this equation. S minus 6n is equal to 6. So if S is 24, okay, and n is 5, so 24 minus 30 will be minus 6. So option A cannot be the correct answer. If I'll put option C, the value of S is 30 minus 6 into 4, 24. Yes, it is giving the value as 6. So option C is satisfying this answer. So the correct answer will be option C. Shraddha, it will not be option A, it will be option C. Okay, so Angela, you have given the correct answer. Option C is absolutely correct. Okay, let's move on and look at question number 5. Question number 5 is a very simple question. I want all of you to answer this one in less than a minute. Come on. The sum of the ages of two brothers is 44 years, and 1/6 the age of elder brother is equal to 1/5 the age of younger brother. You'll have to find out the difference between the ages of these two brothers. Quickly, not more than 1 minute. Okay. Now using this 1/6, the age of elder brother is equal to 1/5, the age of younger brother. So from here, I'll get the ratio of the ages of elder brother and younger brother, which will be 6/5. And the sum of their ages is 44. So what you have to do is you just have to divide 44 in the ratio 6:5. So the age of elder brother is equal to 24 and age of younger brother comes out to be 20. Simple as that. Okay, ratio पता लग गया, sum already पता है. I can divide the sum in the given ratio and get the value of both elder brother and the younger brother. ठीक है? Now I have to find out the difference between these two numbers. So difference between 24 and 20 is equal to 4. So the correct answer is option A, that is 4 years. So 4 years is the difference between the ages of these two brothers. Okay, so option A is the correct answer. Let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6, again a very simple question. The sum of first 25 terms of an arithmetic progression is 0. The first term is given, then you'll have to find out the sum of 18th, 19th and 20th term of this arithmetic progression. Now what can you interpret from this statement? The sum of first 25 terms of AP is 0. Okay. Now if the sum of first 25 terms is 0, you can always say that the middle term will be equal to 0. Okay. Now these are 25 terms. Which term will be the middle term? The 13th term. The 13th term will be the middle term and its value will be equal to 0. Now, how can I write 13th term? It can be written as a plus 12b and that is equal to 0. This is one thing that is given to us. Next thing that is given to us is the first term. That means the value of a. The value of a is given as minus 36. So if value of a is minus 36 and a plus 12d is equal to 0, I can find out the value of d. So substitute the value of a in the given equation, a plus 12d equal to 0. So if I put a as minus 36, the value of d will come out to be 3. Okay, so now I have got the values of a and d. A is minus 36 and d is plus 3. I have to find out the sum of 18th, 19th and 20th term. 18th term can be written as a plus 17d. 19th term will be a plus 18d and 20th term will be a plus 19d. Adding these, I'll get 3a plus 54d. Put the values of a and d. So 3 into minus 36 is minus 108 plus 54 into 3. 54 into 3 is 162. So 162 minus 108, answer will come out to be 54. 54, option C should be the correct answer for this question. Okay, so option C, that is 54, is the correct answer, and we can move on to the next question. The next question is, the two positive integers, these are positive integers, differ by 4 and the sum of their reciprocals is 10 upon 21. Then one of the numbers is equal to which of the following? Now you can also go through options in this question. Alright, Shraddha has already given the answer. Nice, Shraddha. So two positive integers differ by 4. So if one of the integers is 3, the other integer will be 7 because both of them are positive. If one of the integers is 1, the other will be 5. Okay. If one of the integers is 5, other can be either 1. So it can be either 1 or it can be 9. Fine. So I have these options. Let us start treating these options. So two positive integers differ by 5. Option A, I have assumed that the integers are 3 and 7. The sum of their reciprocals, so 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 7. Let's see if it comes out to be 10 upon 21. So I take LCM. LCM will be 21, then 7 plus 3. Yes, it comes out to be 10 upon 21. So option A should be the correct answer. Okay, so it was an easy question. Sujata and Angela also have given the correct answer. Good to see that. Option A, correct answer. Let's move on and look at question number 8. A student, instead of finding the value of 7 by 8 of the number, found the value of 7 by 18 of the number. If his answer differed from the correct answer by 770, then find the. Come on, it's an easy question. You can start by assuming the number as x. Okay. All right, Angela, good. All right, so I'll assume the number as x. I have to find out 7 by 8 of x, but I have by mistake calculated 7 by 18 of x. Okay. Now, my answer differed by 770. That means the difference between these two numbers should be equal to 770. Okay, I'll make the equation 7 by 8x minus 7 by 18x is equal to 770 and solve for x. That's it. This is what you have to do. Okay. Now the only thing is you'll have to make like the calculations simpler. Okay, you cannot make any mistake in this. So I'll take the LCM. LCM is 72. So 9 into 7, 63x minus 7 into 4, 28x is equal to 770. Now 63 minus 28 is 35. So 35x upon 72 is equal to 770. The value of x comes out to be 770 multiplied by 72 divided by 35. Okay, now 35 and 770 will get cancelled, so it will come out to be 22. So my final answer will be 22 into 72, and that will be 4, 18, 8, 1, 5, 15. So 1584. That is option A will be the correct answer for this question. Shraddha, please check your calculations. I think you have done some mistake while calculating. Otherwise, the question was pretty simple. Okay. So that was question number 8. The correct answer is option A. And that's all from my side for the day. So these were the 8 questions from algebra. Uh, will come back once again with some more questions based on algebra. I hope you would have learned something from the questions that I have covered today, especially the first few questions which were based on the special equations. All right. So that's all from my side. Now, friends, the new batches are available for CAT 2023 comprehensive program. So you can enroll in these batches. There is a link that is given in the description of the session that will give you some more info, the more insights about the offering made by us for CAT 2023 comprehensive programs. Also, you can avail scholarship in on these CAT preparation programs. So there is up to 90% scholarship which can be availed through a scholarship test, which will be conducted on 28th of May at 11 a.m. Devise a strategy for CAT 2023. 6 months to CAT 2023, a session taken to be taken by Gautam Bava sir on 21st of May at 11 a.m. So please be a part of this session. Also, you can brush up your basics by attending daily section-wise quizzes which are available on our application. So you may download our application from the Google Play Store and start taking these quizzes. 500 most expected CAT questions, the series which started on 6th of April will continue, and this will definitely help you for the preparation of all the three sections of CAT. So you must subscribe to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep in order to uh, avail these sessions. So that's all from my side. You can get social with us on all these social media platforms. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. All the very best for your CAT preparation. We'll see you once again. Have a good day. Bye bye.